Hey everybody, Highway 54. Are we live? D3? I think we are.
I think we are.
Happy Sunday. Man, we've got some good stuff this hour. It'll be me and D3, but we've got some stuff to talk about,
Oh
especially
yeah.
about vaccines and big balls.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Hey, welcome back everybody. Happy Sunday. This is DJ Kid Mango. We've got D3 in the house. What's up, my friend?
What's happening? I'm still bobbing off the intro music.
I know, right? Right. I always like the intro, gets you in the mood, man.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna change it up a little bit. Man, it's. We talked about it earlier. We're talking about this week has gone by fast, and you were saying like, if you keep busy, that's usually what happens, man.
Right. Yeah, that's what my dad said. You stay busy, you stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he told us that in high school, so it is what it is. But hopefully you're doing something productive.
yeah,
So,
yeah. After about retiring back in 2019, I've been going to school, and so I've been a full time student. But I've been away for about 20 plus years, and finally back home. Taking care of not just taking care of my family, but spending some time with my big family. If you guys don't know, I got a big family. If you
mhm.
count everybody, like 20 plus, pushing
Oh
30.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just us, just the immediate family, not including cousins and all that. So. We are a happy bunch. The youngest is 2 years old, and the oldest nephew is like 26 years old. So we have lots of ages in between. But I think my mom and dad are happy. You have a big family like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
nothing wrong with that.
oh no, yeah. So when we have parties, it's just us.
That's
Because
all
we
you
get
need.
yeah, that's all you need, man. No, so we have a lot of birthdays. There's like maybe 1 or 2 months where we don't have a birthday celebrating that day that month. So but we have a lot of birthdays where like three or four birthday, at least three birthdays in one time. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so do you put the gifts together and say, okay, well, this is what we're doing. We just put all the birthdays together for this particular month and just celebrate it on one day, or are you doing individually?
No, no. maybe for two of them, but for the most part, they all separately have their own birthdays and what days and all
Oh,
that. So
oh,
crazy.
that's tough to
Christmas,
remember.
yeah, Christmas. I pretty much almost go broke, but I'm a thoughtful gift giver. You know what I'm saying? I come from Japan. You know,
There's nothing wrong with
something
that.
meaningful. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
It's not the expense. It's the actual gift that means something to them, right? Yeah.
Right. I mean, you can get money back, but at the same time, if you got that sentimental value along with that gift, it goes
Yeah.
even farther.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mark? Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for sharing. No, a lot of things have been happening, D3.
Yeah.
Um, you know, life happens. Of course, we're still in a pandemic and all that. And,
Right.
we're talking about, a friend, close cousin of mine, their dog passed away. And that was one of the reasons why I don't get a dog or a cat to be attached to them. Man, I understand. Me, I'll be an emotional wreck. Having a pet for that long, for best friend. I'm gonna say pet. I bet your best friend or
Right.
friends for years, and then the old age gets to them. 15 years, maybe pushing 20, sometimes with the same dog or cat.
Right.
Does cat usually last longer, or I don't know, live
That I'm
longer?
not really sure, but I know the cat that we have here, I call her my grand cat. She's been in the family for 21 years.
Woo!
21 years. So I'm not exactly sure if cats live longer than dogs or not, but I
Yeah,
know in my particular situation, I know we all grieve differently
yeah.
in different situations. But I think my time in the military, as
Mm.
far as being a medic for my first 6 years of active duty, it kind of calloused me to a lot of things because
Mm.
I actually worked med surge. So
Yeah,
worked med surge in Korea and in California too at Marsh before it became a reserve base. So I would actually work a 12-hour shift on the med surge unit, and then I mean we can actually wait for somebody to come out of surgery and you see them and they're fine. Take a
yeah,
day off, come back and they passed away. And I mean, so it was kind of tough dealing with that. I mean, especially as as a A1C, just fresh out of tech school and fresh uh, out of Korea and everything like that. It was kind of tough. But I think it got to the point to where, okay, do I feel upset about them passing, or
yeah,
do I feel good about doing everything that I could to make them feel better or feel comfortable
yeah,
while the inevitable actually happened.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's I try to compartmentalize it as much as possible. It's like, you know
yeah.
what, I did everything that I could, and how can I make it comfortable for them instead of having sympathy, just having empathy. And that's the tough part
Wow.
for me. So just being
Oh,
able to,
that's a good one.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
I like that. Wow. Yeah. I I know that teaches you a lot. So you kind of um, it, I wouldn't say be numb,
hmm,
but but you kind of recognize that that's part of life. It still hurts, obviously.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, it's
it still
painful,
hurts, and it'll affect you. And there's no time frame when you can like, oh, I get over it, or
right,
but
right. And then
uh,
somebody else grieving a different way is, I mean,
yeah,
that's totally fine too.
yeah, yeah. What hurts me a lot too is this whole time we're in pandemic is that we have friends and families who are passing away that shouldn't have not passed away. Without
Hmm.
saying too much, and you feel like you should hurt more, but you're numb. Does it make sense? I feel
Yeah, it does.
guilty kind of feeling that way, but I don't. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you're cautiously optimistic. At the same time, you're like, you could, I know that the worst could happen,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I mean, I don't really agree with people saying, "Oh, well, at least you're in a better place." I mean, that's not something we want to hear. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That means they're not going to be with me anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, you're just like, you know what? Whatever you need, I'll be here for you. I know that I'm going through some things too. I just show it a different way. But whatever, whatever, whatever means you have to mourn or grieve or do what you have to do to get through the day. Do what you got to do. I'm here for you. Just get through the
Yes,
day.
sir.
That's
Yes,
all.
sir. It's kind of like it's kind of like Robin Williams, right? Where like
Hmm.
they're born to entertain. That's their job, what they do, and they're really good as a comedian and actor and all that. But deep down, they're depressed. But they make jokes. So they make jokes because they're depressed,
Right.
right? And
Tears of
so
a clown. Right.
yeah, if you guys who know me well, you know, I do a lot of daddy jokes. I make fun. I'm sarcastic in a way, but it's because I feel like I feel what do you call that? That I want to make people smile and high because there's so much negativity, you know, or vibes around, um, and so it's hard. Like, you know, when you have family or friends who you know either are sick or lost someone or lost a dear pet, you know, what do you say? You know, and I always end up saying the wrong things. You know,
Yeah.
and what questions do you ask? You know, it'll be all right, but
No,
you shouldn't
my
say
thing
that.
is,
You know,
my thing is just look. I'll be here for you. Whatever you need, I got you. Don't have
yeah,
to worry about
yeah,
nothing. Focus on what you need to focus on.
yes, sir.
I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out. I'll make it happen.
yes, sir. So that's if you guys don't know, that's why I don't actually own a pet. It's not because I don't like pets. It's because I'll be emotional wreck if it becomes that day, you know, when I have to put the, you know, my best friend down, the pet down, you know, dog or cat.
To be completely honest with you, I mean, you're an emotional wreck. It is what it is. I mean,
Yeah,
think about
yeah,
it. We all have layers. I mean, think about it from this angle. The layers that you have. I mean, you're a host, you're a producer, you're DJing,
mm,
you're doing things as far as putting stuff together for people, as far as like with your job,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
branching, you're doing things. You can't always be just this super duper nothing affects me type of person. That's not
Oh
possible.
yeah,
We're,
yeah.
we're not built that way. So if
No, no.
you need to cry, it is what it is. I mean, the
Yeah,
macho stuff aside, I mean, we as men, we got to understand crying is cleansing. Let it go.
yeah.
You're
I
gonna lose your
like.
man card
Oh,
doing
I
that.
cry. Yeah. Hey, Rudy,
But
Rudy. Yeah, I
I ain't
cried.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Five heartbeats when Jimmy died,
Ooh, cried.
I was done.
I
I wanted to
cried.
fight somebody that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I
Top
wanted to
Gun.
fight.
Top Gun when Goose died. Mm.
No, you know the problem with that was when Goose died,
Yeah.
it was the music they played in the background, which I'm like, oh, they wrong for that. I'm not crying. These are allergies.
Yeah,
So,
allergies. We were soldiers. Ugh, God
yeah,
damn.
the music in the background is what gets me in movies and stuff
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
too. Like what we talked about earlier, being emotionally involved in different movies
Oh, yeah.
and different shows and stuff like that.
Speak of shows, we talked about this earlier. The Squid Game. Holy kimchi. If you have not watched on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen, Squid Game.
God,
9 episodes. Um, it's a combination of Saw, Seven, Surviving the Game. Remember that with Martin Van Peebles, where they're
to
hunted.
me, that movie Wanted, all of it. Oh,
Dude, it's right now. It's a talk of all Twitter, Facebook, social media all around the world. Please watch Squid Game. It'll mess you up emotionally. Holy jeez! To the ninth. All I can tell you,
mm,
someone
mm,
gonna die.
mm,
Every episode, someone dying,
mm.
and
Somebody catching a hot one for real.
yes, and the reason
Whew.
why we're saying with Squid
Mm,
Game is like the TV show to watch. It messes with your emotion. You remember
mm.
those questions you asked? What would you do for money? Now, they don't just question you in one episode. They question you every episode.
Mhm.
What would you do for that amount of money? Was it like 43 million won or something like that? I think it was like
Yeah,
roughly.
it's sort of one, but then you look at the exchange value. We looked that up too because like I said, we finished the first episode and we were like, goodness gracious. We looked up the what they have now. I think it was around
20 million, something like that. I'm not sure.
something like that. But the won is actually 8 pennies compared to a dollar.
Oh,
So
is it?
it's yeah, the exchange rate is horrible. So I mean, so it could say a billion won, mess around, and it's only like 300 and some thousand in American.
Was it
Like
43 million or 43 billion?
I thought they said 43.6 billion. I thought that's what he said.
Billion.
If you
Yeah, I think it's
calculated all the games together and everybody, so it only could be what, one winner?
so
Like,
if it's so yeah, if
oof,
it's 43 billion, which I think that's correct,
yeah,
it's above 36 million dollars.
okay, okay.
So what would you do, guys? What would you do for 36 million dollars? It answers you're gonna go through all the ups and downs and emotions, and man, it's a roller coaster ride. Squid Game, guys, on Netflix. I'm not promoting. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm just saying. I got to the 4th episode and I couldn't stop, and I watched all 9 episodes.
But it goes back to what we said earlier. Are you emotionally responsible enough
Yes.
to handle that much money? What's the dumbest thing you do? What's the smartest thing you would do? I know me personally, I would change my phone number. That's
Yeah.
first thing. First
But
thing, second thing, go to a lawyer. So
but D3, like, I don't. When you get to the end, you you have more than PTSD. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
You
mentally burnt out.
mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you know, you go through every single emotion. You age another 20 years probably trying to
Oh,
be the
wow.
last one.
Wow.
And again, there's 450. There's 456 that started, or 465, I
Right,
believe.
456. And so, but I think they said they end up shooting what, close to 200.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't mean to spoil it for anybody, but first episode, quite a few didn't make it. You just leave it at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
dude. It's a roller coaster ride. I guess if you're trying to figure out what TV show to watch, TV series, 9 episodes, Squid Game on Netflix. All right. Yeah, we'll talk about later when everybody watches it, because I don't want to tell you guys the end. All I know is someone's gonna die. All right, guys. We've got the TV theme. TV theme. So actually, D3 has been got me stumped last week, and I watched a lot of movies. You know, a lot of us grew up latchkey kids. We didn't have the internet. We had TV. So what's going to happen is D3 is going to sing a theme song of a very popular TV, and I'm trying to guess. You guys can help me out if I don't know it. Like I said, I've been knowing almost every TV theme, but yet last week got me. It was The Rock. Was it Rock?
Yeah, Rock.
All right, hold on, just 1 second. All right, I am ready. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. This is it. This is it. This is life, the one you get. So go and have a ball. This is it. This is it. Straight ahead and rest assured, you can't be sure at all. So keep your hair while you. Oh, I messed that up. So while you're here, enjoy the view. Keep on doing what you do. So hold on tight. We'll muddle through one day at a time.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
No, not give me a break.
This is it. This is it.
This show came out in 1975.
Holy this is it. Jeez, God, he got me.
I'll give you another hint since I actually messed up the lyrics a little bit. One of the stars of the show was Valerie Bertinelli.
Not Happy Days. It's Laverne and Shirley.
No, I actually said the title of it in one of the lyrics too.
This is it.
I'll do the second part again. So while you're here, enjoy the view and keep on doing what you do. So hold on tight. We'll muddle through it one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Exactly. One day at a time. That's the show. That's what. But the last part, what I was humming, they just kept saying one day at a time, and I didn't want to give it away.
Oh, okay.
The
One
show
day
was
at a
one
time.
day at a time. And one of the stars of the show was the guy who played the janitor in their building, Snyder.
Got it. Oh
Yeah,
my
and
God.
he always had the cigarettes in his shirt.
Yeah,
We
the
used to think that
maintenance
was
guy.
cool. Yeah,
The maintenance guy. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So that was the show
Oh.
one day at a time. Yep.
Man, I haven't seen that TV show in forever. And it is
It's
Valerie
Sunday.
Bertinelli. She was on another
Yep.
TV show, right? And
She
Mackenzie
was-
Phillips,
Yep. Kenzie Phillips. Yep.
Bonnie Franklin, and of course the maintenance guy was Pat Harrington Jr. Oh yeah, I remember
Mhm.
that. Man, you brought it back, dude. Oh man, do
Yeah.
we have any comments out there? Did everybody play the theme? Oh, play the theme. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so 1975. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I was born in 74, so, but I know that between that time, I've been
Hmm.
watching a lot. So
I think
one
they
day at
should
a
play that
time.
back to back. Play that back to back with Alice.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Kiss my
Oh,
ribs.
sorry, man. I need to get the what do you call that? Premium. There you go. One day at a time. Yeah, I remember watching that TV show. Yeah. Because I watch, Three's Company.
Yeah. They're gonna go do.
You hear it? You hear it? No? Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Uh-uh.
Technology. Here you go. Okay. This is it. Hear it now?
Yeah, yeah.
Mackenzie Phillips. All right. Wow. Yeah. 1975. Huh? Yeah, I was just born
Yeah,
74
yeah,
to
yeah,
1978.
yeah.
One day at a time. They only had one. Oh, how many seasons they had? Two
Not
seasons,
many,
I
not
believe.
many, not many, not many.
No, 9 seasons. They had 9 seasons.
Oh, really?
Top-
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know that many. Wow.
I don't remember watching it that long.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you almost got me. But I do
Yeah,
remember, like yeah, you figure it out when like you see the characters, right? Oh yeah, this is it. Oh, The Rock. Yeah. Anyways, all right, guys, that's it for Name That Tune. Again, he's pulling out all the stops. There's TV shows that I remember watching, but you just don't like remember all the theme songs of
Yeah.
these TV shows. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much. All right, here's another one here. Let's go with our top five. Our top five superheroes. Top five superheroes.
Mm, this one's this one's kind of tough.
Okay,
I got quite a
no
few.
particular order, and I say these because I grew up watching them either in cartoons or in movies, right? So, not really a superhero, but superhero to me, a very popular GI Joe character, Snake Eyes,
Oh, okay.
right?
Didn't talk,
Didn't talk,
just beat you down.
but he did have a dog. Remember the dog's name?
Uh-huh.
Was it a wolf? I think it was a wolf. Timber Wolf, Snake Eyes.
Oh wow.
Remember, guys? Okay. So Snake Eyes, obviously, Superman. Grew up watching Superman. Batman. Hawkeye. From
Hawkeye
the
grew on me.
yeah,
grew up.
Hawkeye. I grew up actually collecting his comics. Hawkeye.
Oh, so you're probably excited for his new show coming out.
Oh yes, 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 and
That's gonna
the
be
perfect,
amazing.
yeah, perfect Hawkeye. I liked Green Arrow because it was kind of in that same realm, Archer, Hawkeye, and then the last one, who, I guess Shazam, because you remember the TV show Shazam and he had the big hair in the '70s, talking gods and heads and all that, and
Right. Right.
so yeah, so Snake Eyes, Shazam, Superman, Batman, and what was the last one?
Shazam. You said Shazam. So you
Shazam.
had Hawkeye.
Oh, Hawkeye. Yeah. All right, your top five superhero.
Mine might start off a little unorthodox, but it'll have you getting a little bit. Greatest American Hero. Remember that
Ooh.
show?
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I don't know what it is. It's something about that dude. He just had curly hair that looked like ramen
Yeah.
noodles or whatever without the seasoning. It was just
Yeah.
something about him. He could never, no matter how many seasons they had, he could never fly. But he always ended up helping to solve the case, which was funny to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was comedy, but at the same time, it's like this dude can't fly for nothing. He's all over the place. His cape is around his head. I mean, he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
garbage but effective. If that makes sense.
The greatest American hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
greatest American hero. And then the theme song was epic too.
Yeah,
So
it was pretty much a top single too, man.
right, it was. So you said HR Puff and stuff. Wow.
HR Puff and stuff. Who's that?
Wow, wow. He was
That's
one
a
of
good
them
one.
Croft puppets from
Uh,
that was on TV. Oh, oh my goodness.
yeah, the
But
Hulk, Superman, Black Panther.
so I got Greatest American Hero, my favorite superhero of all time because he has a potty mouth. Is actually two of them. Because they have a potty mouth and they don't care what you think about them. They're just gonna do their thing. Is Hancock and Deadpool. So that's technically
Ooh.
three.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Deadpool is, to me is just hilarious, especially when he does something stupid and he gets a body part cut off and it has to grow back. And he talk about his hand is about the same size as a KFC spork. And so,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
just little stuff like that. But Hancock was amazing to me
He
because he was
was.
just a drunk. He was just a
What
drunk.
happened to what happened to part two? That would have been a good movie.
Yeah, I think so too. And then at the same time, his sidekick Justin Bateman was perfect too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
And who?
that's
And it
uh,
was what's her name? The girl. Um.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah. Charlie
Yeah,
Theron. Yeah.
yeah. So that's three. I mean, to
Deadpool.
me,
Yeah.
after that, it would have to be um, Thor,
Okay.
because just Thor when he on Thor Ragnarok when he discovered that he was the god of thunder and he just went completely off and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
jumped in. The music was playing in the background and he just lost his mind. His eye gone. He didn't care. He didn't have a patch on. He's like, "This is me. It is what it is. I'm about to light
Yeah.
all of yo up." That was amazing to me. Even when he during Avengers was it
Endgame.
Endgame?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he came to Wakanda, turned the whole place out.
Yeah.
Oh, he turned the place out. Um,
Okay.
and
So good question. Here's a question.
yeah,
Superman versus Thor.
to be honest with you, I think Thor would get him because all Thor got to do is hand him Mjolnir.
Mm,
Superman's dumb enough to take it. He can't lift it. He's not worthy. So now he's stuck on the ground. Thor could beat the brakes off of him. But at the same time, Superman still gets his energy from the sun. So if they're fighting at night, that's a problem too.
yeah. Well,
So I mean,
he can only last so long at night until he
right,
goes to the sun. If he
right,
flew back into the sun and back.
right. So he has to go to a different time
True.
zone.
True. True.
So
Both
yeah,
godlike from
yeah,
another alien planet,
yeah.
and their strength. Well, Superman has a weakness. Does Thor have weakness?
I
Because
think Thor's weakness is actually I think Thor's weakness is Loki. His weakness is Loki to me because he's
yeah,
constantly thinking that he can keep Loki from being a jerk, and that makes him susceptible to everything else. So now he's
gotcha.
stuck.
Yep.
So I guess his weakness is morals. Because
His
before
family.
in his first, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely his family. Because when he
Yeah.
saw his mom and everything like that too, he was out of there. And then his dad passing away and everything like that too, he was out. His sister Hella was beating the
Uh,
bricks off of him, and
Oh
then she
yeah.
crushed Mjolnir. So he was. So I think his weakness is his family.
His family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's a good insight.
Hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
And
You
then
know
my
they might
last
have
would
a
have to
movie.
be,
You know they might have a
huh?
movie. They might have a movie.
What movie?
Superman versus Thor.
That would be interesting. That would
Yeah,
be really
it would
interesting
be.
because Thor has a personality. He just makes you funny, especially when he keeps
Yeah.
calling old dude was Rocket a rabbit or whatever.
Hmm.
So, but my last one is actually I got a lot of respect for Captain America. What got me
Oh
was
yeah.
during when it was a Winter Soldier when he was actually in the elevator and
Okay.
you got 15 dudes in there and he just figured it out like anybody else want to get off and you beat
Yeah.
15 dudes, pick your shield up and just move out. You're fighting in the elevator, so this
Yeah.
close quarters and he's
Yeah.
putting hands on them. So I'm like, okay, he
Yeah.
nothing but respect for that. I mean, at the same time, this dude is actually on a helicarrier holding a chopper with one hand. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
come on, man. I could care less about. his weakness, which was actually Bucky, but
Yeah.
at the same time, or just trying to do something to, I guess, either to reconnect to his past
Uh huh.
because it hit him hard when Agent Carter died, but at the same time, I mean, this dude is holding a helicopter with one arm. I mean, who does that? Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Captain America. I mean, Captain America in general, was one of our favorite characters because
Right,
he did represent America, but
right.
he was human, and the whole series really like put Captain America like in a different light. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but he never put his morals before, I guess, doing something just to make somebody or America look good too.
Yeah,
That's why he
yeah,
didn't sign the Sokovia Accords. He's like, you know what, this don't feel right because if they say that we have to sign this and then try to
yeah,
put us in a situation,
yeah,
we're stuck. So I mean, just that in alone is itself is just.
yeah.
I mean, he's a stand-up guy.
Nah, that you're right. Captain America. Captain America. I mean, Captain America is probably one of the most popular characters in
Hmm.
Marvel. So, along with the Hulk, and Iron Man and all that. So
Yeah,
great. Marvel did it. Wait, they hit it all the ballpark. Pretty much every single movie that they put
oh
out
yeah,
ever
yeah,
since Iron Man and all the Ant Man and Spider Man and all that. So it's getting better. DC need to come up.
yeah.
'Cause
Ant
we
Man was surprisingly good too, especially when Ant Man was fighting Falcon, or when Ant Man has his best friend that tells him
yeah, yeah,
stories. His
yeah.
stories are pretty interesting too.
Wow. All right. That's our top 5 superheroes. Yeah, I love the whole list. There's so many people. So, I mean, I based all my superhero, the ones I grew up watching, and then yours. I mean, you can't argue with that. Deadpool,
Yeah,
you know,
Deadpool was amazing.
Thor. Yeah, yeah. Hancock. Obviously, Hancock should have been another movie. At least 2 more movies after that. If you can make Fast and Furious 11, 10, whatever, you can make a Hancock too.
Yeah, you can come out with another Hancock. Thank you.
You know what other movie that should have been made into a sequel? Super Mario Brothers. What happened to that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that said that Mario he did the original crate challenge. So they just showed him climbing up the crate, trying to those little blocks, trying to get to the flag. That
Yeah,
was
yeah, you're right. All right, guys. Well, speaking of movies, welcome back to the fan theories. Remember those that Disney and other movies that we talked about, like Willy Wonka, Grease, and all that. Well, here's a doozy for you guys. Stay tuned. All right. Remember Shrek? Shrek the movie. They had what, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4 shows, 4 episodes,
I think it was
4 movies.
3 or 4.
Okay. Well, Donkey. They're saying that Donkey is actually a Pinocchio character in Shrek. Let me elaborate. The Shrek franchise spends quite a bit of time exploring the backstories of its many characters, right? But one character whose origin isn't clear, Donkey. One theory posts that Donkey was actually, get this, a human being at one point, but was one of the boys who turned into a donkey at Pleasure Island in Pinocchio. No? Not convinced? So, it said that as those donkeys can still talk in the Pinocchio Pleasure Island, most of the donkeys can talk. But as there is currently a remake in development, it could possibly shed some light on the origin stories of Donkey.
That does
Right?
Does
it make sense?
Yeah, because those little boys were turned into zombies.
Yeah. They're talking donkeys. Remember that?
Wow.
Shrek.
I remember the only
Donkey.
pictures they had before was Donkey curse when he was talking to the fish that was actually dead in the fish tank.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Donkey is actually, the theory is he is a character out of Pinocchio, as little boys on Pleasure Islands were turned into a donkey. And remember, Pinocchio was
in the movie.
yeah, could be, possible.
Wow, that's deep thinking. That
Deep thinking?
never even crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Wow.
Well, I would like to see a origin story of Donkey, if that is the actual origin, that he was
Right.
actually in Pleasure Island with Pinocchio. I think that could be a possibility.
Right.
All right, guys. So that's our fan theory. So, guys, I know about a week ago. I don't know how many of you do you do Twitter? I don't know. Every so often I'll go on Twitter. Well, apparently, Nicki Minaj is been catching a lot of flack. And not that she hasn't been catching flack for other things, like the WAP and her antics on other things. But this one acts. Oh yeah, and her husband actually recently. So stand by. Where is it here? So on September 13th, Nicki Minaj tweeted, "My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married now, and now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied." Did you hear that, D3?
Yeah, I got it. I just had to run and grab a charger real quick.
Okay.
But
So once again, Nicki Minaj
why are you talking about her family's private parts to social media? I mean, some stuff is nobody's business. Come on, man. Really?
Well, sometimes society just needs to say the wrong thing at the right time. And that week, the thing was Nicki Minaj tweeting about her cousin's friend's balls.
So my thing is, is she getting a kickback from somebody who's telling her to put this stuff out there?
I don't know. Do you know, like when you
last time she made to put a single out?
Yeah. Well, I'm not here. I'm not going to debate her talent. Get your money, do you, whatever.
Right.
She makes her living doing what she has to do, and it's respectable. But sometimes, when you just have things in your mind, it's not always translate into what you want to say on text, right? A lot of people get in trouble. Remember when the Air Force started like emailing? We got the emails finally, and now your thoughts can be translated into an email. And sometimes, like, you shouldn't wrote that. You shouldn't write that. Mind you, not
you replied to all when you really didn't have to.
Yeah, per my last email. So sometimes your thoughts and what you type in text doesn't translate. But she's beginning a lot of flack. So again, she's talking about her cousin, pretty much, who got the vaccine, and then after that, he got big balls. I don't know about you, but I think that's STD.
Let's just
Weeks
put it this way.
Weeks before getting married, meaning, hey, bruh, if you cheated and you got STD, that is actually a great way to blame. A very good excuse. Yeah, I got STD from the vaccine.
So did they give him the injection below the waist?
I have no idea.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He had something floating in his bloodstream way before that shot. Stop it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there is no scientific data that you'll get STD from the vaccine.
He's the only person that happened to. So there is no baseline. So basically, what he's saying is, no, I'm gonna blame this on somebody else instead of me out there creeping with a bridesmaid or somebody. Come on, bro, stop.
So let's back up a little bit. So on that Monday before the 13th, on Monday, some of the most fashionable people in the world were being escorted into the Met Gala, right? They had the Met Gala, was a big thing in New York City. The rapper tweeted the following: "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, my safe, wear the mask with two strings and it grips your head and face, not the loose ones, okay?" So my thing is, why is Nicki Minaj and texting about hesitation of the vaccine, and what research is she looking at?
I want to know, does she fear for herself or for her child she just had? What's
Hmm.
what is her motivation for not getting it? I mean, there's no judgment on this, and if you don't want to take it, that's completely fine.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Not everything that happens inside of your house is everybody else's business. She could have
yeah.
kept all that to herself. How did anybody else know that her cousin had swollen gonads? How did they know? Did he put it out
Because
there like, yeah, my balls swole up. I'm Nicki Minaj's cousin. Don't nobody care. Bro, stop.
yeah,
But at the same time, again, is Nicki doing this to stay relevant? I mean, I got trust issues when it comes to people on social media. So I think people just say stuff just for shock value, whether they believe it or not. But at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time, it's like, okay, so you have a very young child in your household. So is that your reason why you're not getting the vaccination because of your child? But if that's the case, you have to take all the consequences that come along with it. It is, I mean, it is what it is. So if you end up being a carrier, you can't blame nobody but yourself. So are you gonna post that on social media too? Come on now.
Well,
Everything is about his
you
business.
know, yeah. I mean, you know, we have a fine line of celebrities, influencers, politicians. You know, a lot of people look up to these people, right? Regardless, you know, who you look up to, whatever. But she's just saying things that are not factual or not true, and it may hurt a lot of people. Not a lot of people like us have a little bit of, sorry to say, common sense. You know, trust your sign. You know, if a doctor says you got toe jams, I mean, if I'm really hesitant, I'll ask for a second opinion or a third opinion, whatever, right? There's most likely for his expertise or her expertise of like 10, 11 years of going to medical school that I got toe jams. There's a big possibility that person's right. I get that, right? So I just don't understand where a lot of people are putting out. It's been a year and a half, bro. Been a year and a half. The vaccines
But
we've had since December,
th-
right?
this isn't a new virus. This
It's not a new
virus,
virus.
the main virus has been out for a long time, and they've
Mm,
so from my understanding and what I've been reading and researching on is that they've known about it for a while, but it hasn't hit epidemic proportions until last year.
yeah,
Like, okay, so that they knew about it. So there's a difference between the efficacy that the was it the CDC and different companies know about that they're actually giving back to us. So like,
yeah.
okay,
But the
okay, so
question, why are we so social media and the TV news worried about what Nicki Minaj has to say about someone's STD and blaming it on the vaccine? That's the question.
I think the main thing is because she has so many followers. So it's not because of her, it's because of who she can disseminate that bad information to. But at the
Gotcha.
same time, if you constantly putting your own good information out there, so if somebody else says something bad, just like those people that are taking, was it, I forgot the name of it, but it starts with an I, that horse pill or that kills parasites or what
Ivermectin.
have you.
Ivermectin.
Take that if you want to. I was born at night, but not last night. You can't convince me to take something that's quote unquote veterinary slash large animal grade. I'm not,
Dewormer.
no.
Oh, did you hear the new
Why
conspiracy
would
now?
no? I'm just saying what, but why?
People are
Real quick, why
drinking
would you?
people are drinking iodine. Dude,
No, iodine is for external or for it's a flush. It's not to be consumed internally. It says that
people
on the
t-
bottle. No, no, no. You're
yeah.
supposed to use that. I mean, I've used that before as a mouthwash, but I didn't swallow it. You rinse and let it out. That's what you do.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Nicki Minaj's tweet obviously affected a lot of people, and I guess it went all the way to the White House. So, White House has invited Nicki Minaj to come visit the White House. I guess because she holds a lot of weight as far as how many people she influences, and she wants us. They want a celebrity to put out the right information.
That doesn't mean she's gonna put the right information out. That doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense to me. That just seems like a photo op for President Biden. Oh,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
here
yeah,
with, and I'm the one that actually convinced Nicki Minaj to do whatever she needs to do. No,
yeah,
it don't even take all that. She don't need to go to the White House. You know where she needs to go? Let her go to a hospital. Go to a hospital and talk to the frontline workers. Talk to them. Talk to those paramedics that had to pick folks up. Go there. The White House, trust me, security and everybody else is there. I'm sure they got the vaccination because it's mandatory.
yeah, yeah,
But please believe it. She needs to go to a hospital and see exactly what's cracking because there's a whole bunch of people in there that are in isolation. And a while back, my mom sent me a picture of something that they call a hand of God. A lot of those people that are actually in isolation, they can't be
yeah,
around a family member. Those nurses, they actually take two gloves and put warm water in it and put it over their hand to simulate somebody holding their hand.
yeah,
That's what Nikki needs to see. That hand
yeah.
of God situation, not the White
Well,
House.
apparently she's not learning her lessons and not seeing what she's tweeting has been blowing up and it's wrong. She doubled down from the invitation and said that the vaccine causes impotence. So
How would
with
she
that
how would she know
tweet,
that? How would she know that?
dude. Well, how did she know her cousin got enlarged balls? So that tweet alone got her Twitter locked up. So she got then locked up Twitter feed and all that. So I don't know, man. I like I said, who's Nicki Minaj? She's a rapper, singer. Is she a politician? I don't know.
Ain't no
But
PhD behind her name.
yeah, she got 20 something million people following her. I have no idea. And apparently people are worried about her putting out the right information or wrong information
Let
up to the White
she needs
House.
to go to she needs to go to a hospital and talk to some workers there that are directly affected by all this,
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
some stuff that she happened to quote unquote research in her spare time. No, go talk to somebody who's working a 12-hour shift that sees this day in and day out. You really want to know something? You go to the front line.
yeah. Guys, family, friends, look. Me, D3, Carla, we all kind of agree. Dude, we're tired too. We want this to be done. We don't like to wear masks all the time. But we do because that is what our leadership and our the experts are saying, until this get and dude, it's the end of summer. It's starting fall. The flu season's still here. We have to battle that. Measles, smallpox. There's a lot of other viruses that are still in place. Agree to disagree, but it's time, guys. I'm tired. Let's get back to normal. But we can't keep doing this if you're hesitant and you're able. I'm going to correct myself. If you're able and eligible to get the vaccine, D3, myself, between all of us, when we went to boot camp, dude, they shot us with all kinds of vaccines,
Bruh.
and
They did that in elementary school. They say
yeah,
it's MMR. We don't know that. We
We
have
don't
no
know that.
idea.
Smallpox, I got 3 times. Anthrax, I got 7 times. Flu shot, pretty much for 30 plus years, I've got a flu shot. And what's the my whole family? There's like 20 plus of us. A good half of us are adults. We all got the vaccine. Nothing wrong with us.
My thing is this:
What?
I'd rather believe it and be
Yeah.
wrong than not believe it and be wrong.
Yeah. The end story here. Bottom line. It's time. We're all tired. Get the vaccine if you can. If not, stop putting out information that's incorrectly. Research what research? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they put out information trying to find cosigners how they feel. No,
Yeah.
you don't need a cosigner. If that's how you feel, so be it. No judgment. But
Yeah,
me
yeah.
personally, in my household, I don't want to be a carrier to my 98-year-old grandmother that I try to visit. I'll take my chance with a shot when something happening to me than me not taking a chance when something
Yes,
happens
sir.
to her. I can't
Yes,
live
sir.
with myself like that.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful what you listen to. Trust the experts. Got questions? That's fine. Get a doctor. Get a second opinion. Get a third opinion if you're really hesitant. But I'm sorry. I don't want to use his name in vain. My God, please get vaccinated. Let's stop this foolishness. Let's get back to work. Let's go back to enjoying life. I don't want to wear a mask as much as like you do, but if we have to, I have to. Come to Japan. They wear masks all day, every day, right?
On Subway,
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. And bottom line again, STDs. You cannot get STDs from vaccine. Well, that's it for us, guys. D3, thank you so much. Hope you had a good time. It is the end of September. We'll see you guys in October. It is Halloween time. Fall is here. My name is DJ Kid Mango. Have a great day, guys. Have a great, great weekend.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.